Hey everyone, this is Zilla1999 here, and welcome to Topiczilla. What is Topiczilla? Well, Topiczilla is a place where I will discuss topics of any kind. It can be Godzilla related, Sonic related, anything related. It can even be about politics, which I don't care about, but we'll have to talk about politics if it involves something like a video game or a movie, like the crazy shit that's going on today. So, this is a topic I wanted to talk about, to the point I wanted to make a video about it, but never got a chance to. But I will warn you guys, this topic does include, serious stuff, like sexual harassment and grooming. So if you don't like this stuff, please just skip to the end, not skip to the end, but skip to the parts, or just wait until I release highlights. Yeah, I'm doing something like my friend Eric is doing. But besides that, that's your only warning. Just because you're a victim of a horrible action, it doesn't mean you can do the same actions. Why do I say this? Well, it's because how people who are a victim of the most awful actions humanity can offer act towards a situation by how far I witnessed during my time in public and private situations. I came across a common thing when it comes to awful actions or mistakes in general. It's always aggression, which is something I can understand because I'm also a victim of something awful. We all know who he is, and he shall not be named, since I've done something like this in the past, to the point it affected my friend group. And I'm here to say that aggression is not always the way to handle a situation. In fact, it's really making the situation worse, as it will make everyone focus on the wrong person and not the person that needs to be called out or criticized because of their actions. Examples I can think about is the burnout situation and Carno, and the reasons why I stopped doing my investigations. Now, I'm not going to say what I did was good or amazing, as I've been criticized about how I handled my investigation by not only my friend, but also others. Having said that, I want to point out how people reacted to my handling and my mistakes on these situations. It's mostly just aggression when it comes to people telling me how I handle my investigations or I got something wrong. Examples I can think about is Sav and Jupiter when it comes to them talking about how I handled the investigation or when it comes to my mistakes. But I'll give Sav this. She was civil during our conversations until I made my mistake by misreading a screenshot she sent to me. She did call me out on it, but I didn't do or say anything because at the time I was doing my live stream. Also, there's something I need to point out that I forgot to mention, and that was the time in my live stream someone reported my live stream. I thought it was Sav, but when I took another look at it, it wasn't Sav, but a well-known creep named Julian. I'll leave videos explaining what Julian did because this is not the topic for that. Sav didn't do much besides blocking me on Discord until I made a thumbnail for my live stream that included her persona. Now, I will admit this, I should have done some research whether or not it was okay to give someone a feminine body, even if they have the she, her, or they, them pronouns. But having said that, I don't think it was a good idea to attack me because of that mistake. Well, my second mistake, by calling me a creep and bringing up my age that has nothing to do with the situation she's involved in.
This shit also creeps me out too. The fact he calls me savvy while he's 21 and I'm 17 is so fucking weird. Especially when he drawn tits on my persona that is literally not there. Fucking weird, man. You're 20 fucking years old doing this shit. It's so fucking pathetic.
Dude, what the f***? Why are you f***ing here, man? You're so old. Where's your wife? Go home to your family, dude.
I don't have none. I'm just a lonely man in life, okay? Don't bully me for that. Overall, she and I did eventually have a conversation, talking about it and how I handled the situation, how there were some mistakes on their end as well. But during the conversation, she brought up something that I should have called her out on, but I decided not to because it was about how I handled the situation. But I'll bring it up once I finish talking about the other person, and that is Jupiter. What can I say about Jupiter? He is crazy, a crazy specimen. How crazy?
Fat fuck. What's up, Zilla? Bitch in the fucking group chat, are you like retarded? Is your brain getting fucked by stupid?
What?
After watching your YouTube videos, I have to say that you were kind of already like that. I mean, you have to be really retarded to still be defending Burnout. I'll say that. And send an invite to him, you fat fuck. You fucking retarded cunt?
I mean,
Are you
you're
like actually retarded?
I mean, you're the one cutting me out and calling me retarded.
Hey, hold up.
No, I'm not. You're actually retarded. Venom, what's your opinion on this? I'm
Dude,
fucking closed
dude,
and narrow-minded.
Dude,
Are
that's
you
what
like
groomers
retarded?
do. Groomers or pedophiles do that shit. This is why I told you we should talk on Saturday.
Oh, fucking I don't give a shit though. Lethal. I mean, fucking Zilla. Is this why you didn't get your job? Is it because you went into your job like this? It's like, we'll talk on Saturday and just
I
fucking
didn't
left.
listen, fucker. I didn't get the job because of your fucking stupidity. Don't come at me with that shit.
You didn't get it because you were fucking terminally on Minecraft.
Yeah, do I really need to say much about that? I mostly ignored him because I listened to what my friend told me that he was simply just a troll that was just doing it for attention or something like that. I really can't remember since it's been a while. But after doing like a little bit of research, I came to the conclusion that I was in the wrong, so I apologized and called it there. Now to the point I mentioned earlier. Now, it's the fact that both Jupiter and Sav were victims of awful actions. Jupiter admitted that he was groomed, and Sav admitted in one of her videos that she was sexually assaulted, which I can understand where they're coming from. It's the most horrible thing you can go through, but even then, just because you're a victim of something, it doesn't mean you can go around and say the most awful or negative things to people. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to make the person you're calling out as a monster, but it's also going to make you look worse or even more worse than the person you're trying to expose. How would I handle this? Even though I fucked things up, but let's pretend I didn't fuck things up. I'll give a quote on what Excalibur said to me during our conversation with me and Sav, and that is to find someone who is well-trained or a professional that can deal with these types of situations. And from my advice, once you've done that, please get some help, as it can affect your mental health as it happened with me and my friend group. And if you know someone that's in the wrong or getting the wrong information, the best way of telling them that they are in the wrong is to be civil. The best example I can think of is how Noah came to me when I was making that Carno video. She didn't came to me with aggression or negativity. She came to me being civil. Now, I'm just gonna make this clear. This isn't an attack on the people I mentioned. They are just examples and wanted to criticize them of their actions because I really do care about their mental health and what they're going through. Put simply, loving our enemies means seeing them as human beings. To love your enemy means to try and understand them. So they recently released a new collab with One I Dream About, mostly because I saw so many fan art and videos of Godzilla being a Cybertronian, aka Transformer. But the figures they just released just killed it for me. Mostly because it's something I should have seen ever since I believe the final wave of Legacy United Transformers figures, as it was nothing but recolors and reused molds. But I will admit some of them are good, like the Motormaster animated Transformer one, and maybe Slipstream from Cyberverse. I'm kind of mixing up that design since it is just a Windblade reused mold and recolor. The only difference is she has the typical Starscream's head, but I can admit the head is not really that good either. But for this case, it's fucking shit, because one is just a recolor of Grimlock, and the other is also a recolor. I believe it's from one of the Transformers Armada molds. I could be wrong, so someone can correct me later on. Yeah, I am really disappointed. I don't think I'm gonna be getting these guys, but maybe this is just a prototype and it wasn't meant to be leaked. Which I hope that's the case, because I really like the crossover idea, but I really don't like these figures. They are just Transformers with Godzilla labels. That's really all it is. They could have just easily added dorsal plates on the Grimlock recolor and called it Godzilla. Hasbro didn't even try it, and at this point they're just showing off how lazy they are now. And for the other one, it's just Optimus with Kiryu colors and labels. He doesn't transform into Kiryu, he just turns into a truck with like, I think that's like a tank or something. I don't know what that is, but yeah, that's just lazy. Unless they're trying to like reference the military, which I don't mind that. But if you're recoloring the figure as Kiryu, so yeah, I don't think it'll be a good idea to do that. Wanted to give my point of view when it comes to copyrights after Toho shut down almost every kaiju or Godzilla game on Roblox. Even had a debate about it with my friends like a long time ago. But one of the questions I was asked was, how would I handle something like Toho's doing? Well, simple. Make sure the person who's making those games are not doing it for the money, but doing it because they love the product and are making it for the fans, by the fans. The reason why I say this, well, because there's a difference between making a fan game for the fans and making a game for money. If you want an example of that, look at Sega. They endorse their fans to make Sonic fan games on any platform, including Roblox. How do they know if someone's making a game for money and not for the fans? Well, my friends, let me introduce you to Sonic Omens, a shitty game that was not made for Sonic fans, but was made to make profit out of it, which you can guess correctly caused Sega to come in and strike them down for copywriting, for trying to make a game profit. I'm just talking about this from memory, so if I'm ever wrong on things, please correct me on it. So I will be leaving a Sonic Omens video, including the other ones. Also, Sega taken down a Sonic fan game on Roblox because it was made by a well-known predator, but that's a whole ass different story. Which is something Toho should have done from the very beginning, making sure some of the Roblox games are not doing it for money. Example, Kaiju Universe, because their exposure and the fact they really don't care about their fucking player base. Not only that, there's a high possibility they took someone's Kaiju and added it to the game without their permission. Overall, I wish Toho would learn and improve in the future, but knowing there was a second fucking purge out of the blue, I doubt Toho will learn and they're just becoming another Nintendo wannabe. If I ever make a popular IP, I promise my fans this: I'll endorse fan games and other stuff. If someone's trying to make profit out of it and are doing it not for the love of my IP, then I can give them a copyright strike. Because my IP is not made for money grabbers. My IP is to make a story and have people to enjoy those stories. Alright, that'll be for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed my podcast, and I'll try to find more topics to talk about because I really like talking about these topics and I want to give my full opinion and mind on situations or other topics like this. Anyways, this is Zilla1999 out.